What's up, YouTube? This is Santo representing Neo Overlay Network, and I'm here to show you something new that we're trying to do in this channel. So this is going to be me doing replays of decks that we played or covered in this channel. And the first, because it's something new, I wanted to show you guys something old that the first deck profile that I profiled was Elemental-sabers, and I just wanted to show you guys what Elemental-sabers could do currently online, and yeah, see if you guys liked it. I just want to show you these replays because it is interesting to see this deck able to come out. So yeah, it was just I'm just gonna go over the first. I'm just gonna go over the monsters to show you what I'm running in this deck, and just really quick. So I run 3 Elemental-sabers, La Puila mana, 3 Molehus, 2 Elemental-sabers, La Puila mana, or La Puila, and 2 Malo, 3 Makani, 2 Aina, 3 Neo-Spatian Connector, 1 Elemental Hero Neros. The reason I don't run Aqua Dolphin is because I just want to be like Jaden and able to special summon Elemental Hero Neos. You know, what could I say? It's a nostalgic card. I just want to be able to run it. So I run 1 Lumineer, 1 Dark Arm Dragon, 1 Blackluster Soldier and Envoy at the beginning, this Elemental Lord, and 3 Palace Elemental Lords, or in here they call it Temple of Elemental Lords, but alright. And I run 3 Called by the Rays, 2 Cyberse, 1 Monster Reborn, 2 Elemental Training, because you don't need 3, 2 is fine, 1 Terraforming, 1 Black Pendant, and 1 Acts of Despair, because I run where she is sold to, yeah, she's just your, you know, your combo starter. And I run 3 Pot of Desire. So I'm just gonna break this down real quick on why I run this ratio. Well, in the Elemental-sabers deck, this is your main boss monster because he has those effects, 3 effects that if you you could send 2 other monsters from your hand to the graveyard and gains this effect, and he has the ability to you know, cannot be disturbed by battle if you send an earth and a light, and the light will help it. Your opponents cannot target it with card effects. But yeah, they have a few abilities, and how I built this deck is going first. So as you can see, I run 2 Cyberse and 3 Called by the Graves. The reason I run that ratio is because if I'm going first, I don't want to have you say, you know, hand traps in my hand because I'm going first. And you know, obviously, why would you have hand traps going first? Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I mean, like, you know, if you, I just don't want to have hand traps, or I have these cards, because these lets you protect you from your plays. So when you go first and, you know, you do your thing, you know, normal summon my Space Connector. If they target me, Cyberse helps prevent cards that target. So now in the format that people like triple tactical talent, obviously it needs a monster effect to activate. So people might you know, stop running as many hand traps, but might not, you know. And if they do, I just want to be able to be like, you know, how you say, I'm just thinking forward, and I just try to, you know, Cyberse does help you against Imperm, and obviously if I just run 3 Call by Grave by itself doesn't, you know, help you against Imperm, but monster effects, but Cyberse does. So, and technically you could say I'm running 5 Call by the Graves because Cyberse help can be considered as 2 more. And or as you can see in the bottom, if you're going first, I could also run into Solomon Judgment. I'm just for side decks is all optional. I just want to show you the deck, the whole deck core of what it could do against certain meta matchups and just certain decks I was playing online. So yeah, I feel this is self-explanatory. So let's just get into the yeah, to the replays. So the first deck I was playing online was playing against a guy playing Invoked Dragma, and it might be lucky for me to win, but I did. And the reason why, because you could tell he was a noob playing this deck. He didn't know his deck ins and outs, and yeah. So let's just get into it. So first, he let me go first, I believe, or I won the die roll, and I wanted to go first anyways. So I go first, and as you can see in my hand, I only extender in my hand is Neo-Spatian Connector, and he lets me, you know, special summon If nothing happens, as you can see, there's no hand traps. He lets me special summon Elemental Hero Neos or Space Connect Aqua Dolphin. I decided, like I said, I like Neo Heroes, so I just keep with that. So I just do that, keep on going. Right away go into Sold because he didn't negate my Neospatian. I was already confident that he probably doesn't have anything in his hand right now. So just keep on going to see until where stop, and keeps on letting me going. He Souls Effect lets me fetch Dark. Not Dark Magician, but Blackluster Soldier because she lets you add him, but you cannot special summon the turn he was added, so that's fine. But I like adding them because you have stuff for your second turn. So you have plates for your after this turn. So he gets added. Then her other effect, you could send as many spells. Not spells. Equip cards to special summon equal to the level, equal to the amount you sent. So I sent 2 equip cards to special summon my Makani Elemental Hero, and this is where he brings out Fleur de Lis. And just to special summon him because he wanted to just, I guess, chain it. So he changes that. And here we go. He special summon him, which was pretty cool. I was like, whoa. And then Makani comes out. If you could discard Elemental-sabers from your hand to add Elemental Lord or Sabers. So where here is what you always want to add the best Elemental-sabers. Elemental Lord next to Moonland Glacier is this one. Phosphorage of the Elemental Lord, because when you have exactly 5 Elemental-sabers or 5 light attribute monsters in your graveyard, you can special summon it, and he's a Regeki when he's special summoned. So as you see, I added him, but because I'm going first, I know like I should wait on that card because obviously for my next play I'm going first. I can't attack, so so you keep on going. I just ended up right here. Because I didn't know, like I'm going first, and I'm like, whoa, he's playing Dragma. I don't really have that much going first, but I still try to go first in this deck. I had Pot of Desires at the very end because obviously you don't want to, use Pot of Desire first because you might banish something that might be valuable to you later. But right now, because I already pretty much did everything, I activated it and bagged my 10 just to draw 2. And you can see I got my Call by the Grave and my Cyberse, but this time. I didn't really need it, but it's still good. So you keep on going. So I just end my turn, and that's pretty much it. But this is where it's funny because he does go to plays, but like I said, like you could tell he's a noob because look at he just keeps on going. Like he special summons her actually, and he gets added and whatnot. And then I'm like, whoa, that's pretty cool. And he does that to him. And he had Nadir Servant to add something by sending that guy whatever he was going to do with that. And right now he wanted to use, not just yet. And he just keeps on summoning all this stuff. And now he only has like 4 cards in his extra deck. And then he just has Alistair in the Vogue. You're like, what the hell are you doing? Okay, anyways. So he activates Alistair to add an invocation, whatever. And you're like, well, one of these effects, they limit you from special summoning extra deck monsters for that turn. That turn they special summon. I don't know which one. I don't want to keep on reading, but yeah. And so he thinks he's able to, able to go into his fusion plays, which he can't because he's like. And then he kind of messed up by normal summon in front of what is his name, Crusader Equal Max because he gains attack and now he's too big for him to swing. So he's just like, well, what do I do next? He tried to target, and this is where I'm coming with Cyberse. Cyberse's effect kicks in. He targets my Crusader Ecomax using Dogmatica, Theo, and it says you can target one face-up monster on the field that will special summon from the extra deck until the end of this turn. This card gains 600 attack, and if it does, that targeted monster loses 600 attack. And however, you have Cyberse now, and Cyberse protects you, and you will see that chain right now. And I'm happy because I have him because he does protect you from targeting. So if I'm going first, like certain cards target, and I don't want them to stop my plays. And so here he's like, well, shoot, I can't do anything. And this is where Elemental-sabers starts kicking in. So he starts acting in that. I had obviously Called by the Grave, couldn't do anything at the end. And he was like, well, shoot. So keep on going. Yeah. And then now, draw phase. I just drew. It doesn't really matter at this point because I already got all my. I have my graveyard set up. I have a lot of things set up. So I special summon him because the Elemental-sabers have the ability to change their attribute when they're in the graveyard. It's a once per turn effect. Each one has it. And I special summon my Phosphorage, and he just destroys everything. And he wants to, do things, start resolving a few things. Brings him that guy. He's 25. And here's where I bring out my Blackluster Soldier. And I decided not to, on Archlord's Crusader equals Max's arrows because if he's there, he does gain it, but the restriction is that the monster that it's on the arrow it can't attack. So that's why I decided not to put him there, because or else he wouldn't attack. Because I knew I had to game right now. Because a normal summon hit, Crusader will have big attack. Then Blackluster Soldier's effect is that when he destroys a monster, he can do a second attack, and that's game, bro. And that's how I just won this pretty funny duel. I mean, like Elemental-sabers taking Dragma, what? How is that even possible? But it is if you don't know how your deck works, I guess. And I'm pretty confident with this deck. I know the ins and outs because it's pretty easy, straightforward deck. It's fun. I mean, you bring out certain things, and yeah, as you can see, it's just game. And yeah, and that was the first game. Now I want to show you a different game. All right, and the second deck I played was with a Cyberse, and I just wanted to show you guys what Elemental-sabers can do with just a quick 3 different games, and just want to show you guys what it could do. Because it is a fun deck. I'm not gonna lie, I like it. It's straightforward, easy, and yeah, he was playing Cyberse, pure Cyberse, and he did pretty went combo, but I was able to defeat my opponent because actually in this in this game he forfeited at the very end. You'll see right now. Keep on going. So I do my thing. I play with. I really didn't have anything, so I was just trying to go as much as I can, and I special summon that guy because Temple of the Palace of Elemental Lords lets you special summon, or when Elemental-saber monsters activate their effects. Palace of Elemental Lords does it via its effect of sending cards to the graveyard if your Elemental-saber is going to use its effect. So that's why you could see me special summon him, and yeah, and I didn't have much. And they gain every monster. It doesn't matter if it's Elemental-sabers or just any monster gains 200 for each attribute. So I mean that's why they're big. All right, just FYI. So he goes. So this guy pops off, man. Like. So Cyberse is no joke. It just goes and goes. So, I mean, like, he's going belligerent right now. He's at it, and it's off to the races right here. Like he's showing me no mercy right here. Look at that. But I never played against the Cyberse deck, or I mean, like not this Cyberse deck particularly. But I was like, oh, he probably has access Kotaku, and it's funny because when I was playing against him right now or earlier. He had this Cyberse Wicked, and I don't know which card was the one that was kind of like screwing me. Let's see here. So he just does his thing. If people know what it does, if you guys want to explain it, but yeah, he keeps on going. Seems like there's no end. I wish I had a Nibiru, but I didn't because I'm going. I tried to go first, but it's all good. You live and you learn, kid. You live and learn. So he does bring out Access Code Talker. So he does, and then he does his thing, Access Code Talker thing, and he gains his attack because he did, banishes something. So he keeps on. See, there you go. He manages to pop something right now. He pops my Malo, and I don't really care because he's weak, and he tries to destroy, or he attacks, but because I sent a light, I think. An earth and a light, so right now he can't he's not targeted, or he cannot be destroyed by battle, and your opponent cannot target it with card effects. So he has that protection currently because since I sent those cards to the graveyard. So he attacks, and I'm still kicking through, and he's like, damn, keeps on going. It's my main phase, and I gotta skip my battle phase because when you use Temple Palace Elemental Lord. When you use it, you gotta skip your battle phase. So kind of that's why kind of how do you say this match was a little bit longer, but with perseverance you could do anything, guys. So I do the same plays, just try to get Palace Elemental, or I mean Elemental Lord Phosphorage, and things keep on going. I'm gonna special summon him, but I think he had his face down card that kind of screwed me over. I think, yeah, he did sign it, and that's where I thought I was gonna I thought I had it, but I was like, all right, I already finished all those interruptions, so I'm just gonna try to extend as much as I can, and this is where I extend for as much as I can, because you never know. Let's see, and then doesn't really do much. I'm trying to do as many. Oh yeah, I bring out Dark Arm Dragon because, like I said, they all could change their attribute, and this is where I start messing up because I try to pop him, but I think it's Signet Codec prevents you. See, this turn you can only activate if you do a card or a special summon from your extra. You can target one monster. Added Cyberse. I don't know, one of these. I think it's this guy. Cyber monsters opponents cannot be destroyed by card effect if a monster. Yeah, this guy. So I was trying to pop him as much as I can, man. I was using my Dark Arm Dragon. This is where I kind of messed up, but it's alright. You live and you learn. And I tried to pop him, and it's like I couldn't do anything. It was like, whoa, what the hell? Witchy Kid or whatever his name is, Cyberse Wicked, pretty powerful. But I was like, you know what? Might as well just go to Unicorn. Can't really do much. And this is where it's neck to neck. But he brings out Access Code Tower after this. You just keep on going. And keep on going. And he does that. Tries to, funny part, like he thinks he's winning. Or, I mean, he was winning if he wanted to wait a little bit longer. Because this is where I use Palace Elemental Lord to literally special summon him. That effect, man, is pretty good, to be honest. And be able just to... Well, you can't, because I use the effect, I can't attack. That's why I couldn't attack and win. Or, do play. And this is where he just... And then he just couldn't have enough. I think I just I'll grind him for a bit. And let's just go to the last game. This is the last game. Let's go to the last game, which was I was playing against a Dark Magician deck, believe it or not. And with Dark Magician deck comes with great responsibility, because as you can see, he hella bricked. There's like nothing. I mean, what could he do with the hand? So here, this is gonna be the quickest game of your life, you guys. So he sets one pass, and I do my thing, but he ashed me, which was fine. I still had a few things I could have done, so I activated Part of Desires, and I really didn't have much in this beginning, but I just equipped it because it gains that 1,000, and here, this is where he just like couldn't do anything. He's just like point of no return. He just added another brick, and he's just like I enter no one. That's it. So yeah, you guys, this is it. I just wanted to show you guys Elemental-sabers, what they could do, and because it is a fun deck. Trust me, you guys, there's a few things you could do with this deck, and when people are not prepared and you are, you could do little things, but hey, it's a deck nonetheless. This is Santos. Hopefully you guys like it, and this is Neo Overlay Network signing out.